These rock stars inspired these Super Mario characters. In Super Mario Bros. 3, 7 characters known as Koopalings were introduced to the series and of course still remain a part of the franchise to this day, with most of them at least in part being inspired by real-world musicians. Beginning with Morton Koopa Jr., whose name is actually inspired by quote-unquote trash TV pioneer Morton Downey Jr., no relation to Robert, I don't think. The character's makeup with the star around his eye was of course inspired by none other than Paul Stanley of Kiss. Moving on to Lemmy Koopa, where even though his appearance lacks any similarities whatsoever, his name of course comes from the great Motorhead legend Lemmy Kilmister.
Time to play the game!
One of the Koopas whose both name and image is based on a real musician is Roy Koopa, named after Roy Orbison, where he is seen always wearing sunglasses as Roy Orbison almost always did.
Pretty woman walking down the street.
Up next, we have the only female Koopa, Wendy O. Koopa, and once you know her name, it certainly does not take a rocket scientist to realize that she is named after Wendy O. Williams from the Plasmatics, though there isn't much similarity at all in terms of appearance, just the name. Now on to Ludwig von Koopa, whose name and hairstyle are derived from the historical Ludwig van Beethoven.
This is, Dave Beethoven?
We also have Iggy Koopa, whose name comes from the legendary Iggy Pop from the Stooges. And finally, Larry Koopa, where it was initially noted that his name comes from U2 drummer Larry Mullen Jr., but according to former Nintendo product analyst Davey Brooks, who apparently named the Koopalings, he's not Larry Mullen Jr. from U2 or Larry King. He just looked like a Larry.